Diana Felzone, and this is 4for4. The fourth largest theater chain in the U.S. will not be showing the movie The Interview because of terror threats made Tuesday. Carly, would these threats keep you out of the theater?
Yeah, you know, I think a terror threat would probably keep me from doing just about anything. But even though the Department of Homeland Security has said that there is no specific threat on any movie theater, thankfully, as of yet, why would I want to sit through a 2-hour movie and look over my shoulder the whole entire time wondering?
I wasn't going to see The Interview anyway, but if I was, I don't think this threat would have kept me away from it. It seemed pretty lame if you ask me.
But it's still
don't hack me, Guardians of Peace.
No, they've done everything that they said they have.
That's true.
Movies are about escapism. I wouldn't want to sit there and be at all worried. I think if I lived in the middle of the country, I might not worry. But if I lived in New York, if I lived in LA, San Francisco, Chicago, DC, areas where you have a lot of people in a small space, I might be scared.
I think I'll wait until it comes out on demand. That's the way that I would rather view it, like you all said.
It's already online, right?
Well, that's how I watch all my movies anyway. I can't remember.
Right. If you're going to see a movie, you want to be able to enjoy it. You don't want to be looking around thinking that you're in danger. The threats are just the latest bombshell thrown by the Sony hackers, Guardians of Peace. Chris, have their hacks changed the way you communicate online?
They actually have. I've been a lot more careful with the things that I email. I've been a lot more careful with the things that I text. I suggest with all of my friends that we talk about things face-to-face in a public space, preferably a public park.
Outside. Public park. Are there wires here?
But seriously, it happens.
It's all about G-chat off the record.
G-chat.
There's still something called screen cap, so I don't know if you can even trust that.
We're all always fall into that trap. I don't think it's going to really make me change I haven't really emailed anything, I don't think, that's that terrible. And fortunately, or maybe unfortunately for me, I am not of that level that anything that I'm going to say is going to make headline news anyway. So, yeah.
Right, what you think about Angelina Jolie may not matter.
Looking back through my emails, I don't think that there's anything that would be particularly bombshell-worthy. But I think that executives at every major company are probably thinking twice about what they write.
Work emails, the best advice my dad ever gave me is don't put anything in writing you don't want anyone else to see. Sony exec Amy Pascal has had several racially tinged emails leaked, along with a lot of other unseemly stuff. Gabrielle, are her days in Hollywood numbered?
The question is, do these emails affect her ability to do her job? And pretty much every major player in Hollywood seems to be rallying around her.
Yep.
So from that regard, I don't think that she's going to be out of a job anytime soon.
Well, she might not be out of a job right now, but if Sony doesn't do well, let's say in the next 6 to 12 months, and they're looking for a reason to give her the heave-ho and move somebody else in there, they've got a bunch of emails to fall back on.
I think Gab is right. You need to look at her and her body of work on a whole, and Sony Entertainment's been very successful under her leadership. Just this past year, they were nominated for 21 Academy Awards, so proof is in the pudding there.
Sony's Pictures is a huge powerhouse. No one is going to say no to Sony when it comes to working with them. And she did issue several apologies, obviously publicly, and also to the celebrities that she somehow put down in her emails, and that was that great photo of Angelina Jolie and her.
That's got to be the photo of the year.
That is definitely the photo of the year.
No, the Ellen Oscar selfie is official.
That's true, too. Sony stock is down 10%, and stars have been slamming the studio. Carly, if you were a big Hollywood A-lister, would this prevent you?
What do you mean if?
I'm sorry. As a Hollywood A-lister.
I'm not a Hollywood A-lister. This is news to me.
Would this prevent you from signing up for another Sony project?
No. I mean, of course I would take a Sony movie. They do have a lot of damage control to do.
Yeah.
But in the end, I think they're going to be okay.
If I made $10 million a picture and I was in negotiations with Sony, I might up it to $12 million. I'll be like, hey, you guys need some good PR. I'll throw you a bone.
Because there's a stigma, right?
Right. I'm serious. There's a little bit of a stigma.
Right.
I think I
don't buy that at all. It's all about the individual project.
Why must you always disagree?
Are you guys going to email about each other later?
They're going to talk crap about each other later over email.
If the project has a great director attached and other great stars attached, I think anyone's going to jump at it.
I also think that actors actors are always afraid of never working again. So if they're getting a $10 million offer to be the star in a blockbuster film, they're going to sign up because they're perpetually afraid of being out of work.
I might not do any more assassination flicks, though.
That's true.
Maybe steer clear of that. That's what we think. Tell us what you think on Twitter with the hashtag 444.